Hey, get ready to talk like a brand and live your best brand life. I'm Peachy Williams, your brand voice builder. In this episode, we're discussing 10 reasons you need a copywriter. So, let's get into it. In most instances, whenever you see billboards, ads, or something on social media relating to a brand, chances are they hired a copywriter to do it. While that isn't always the case, it can help when connecting with your audience. Copywriters are specific and direct to sell to or influence your audience. So right now you may be thinking, but I can write. Even if you're a good writer, you may not know or understand the nuances of being a copywriter. And most people do feel that way, especially if they're coherent, articulate, and have used their knowledge, skills, and abilities to get the word out. If that's the case, why would you spend the money to hire a copywriter? Truthfully, even writers get lost for words, and they do this for a living. Consider this. When you're having issues with the computer, you call an IT professional. When it comes to money, you hire an accountant. And when you need amazing photos, you call a photographer. That means when it comes to setting the standard for your brand, a copywriter is the first place you should look. Now, copywriters don't just write copy. Copywriters infuse persuasion, brand management, brand voice, your channels, and their innate flair for crafting great language into what they do. A copywriter can make the difference between making the sale or having someone just scroll on by. And here are 10 additional reasons you may want to consider it. Number 1, you have a new or revamped business. Your visual brand is one thing, but the copy drives everything. Graphic designers start with the copy, and actually most people don't even know that. In fact, the copy is one of the most, if not the most important element of your brand. It sets the tone, lays the foundation for your reputation, and sets you apart from your competitors. So if you have copy at the bottom of your list, it's time to move it to the top. Number 2, brand voice. Did you know established brands also have trouble with their brand voice? And that's because a brand's voice evolves over time. If the company doesn't realize it, they can say bye-bye to their bottom line. That means new and established businesses should think about their brand voice or the language they speak. Your brand voice conveys what you need to say and how customers and competitors will see you. Number 3, website refresh. Now, I know people love their websites, and yes, it may be with all the bells and whistles, but guess what? Your website should not look the same way it did 5 years ago because there's money in the message. Your customers should be able to relate with copy that converts now, not 5 years ago. It's not good enough to say you have a website. It needs to speak directly to your audience in the way they want to be spoken to. In the times we live in now, you have to cater and give personalized experiences to every customer at their price point. Number 4, documents. So a copywriter is well versed in all types of writing, not just website copy or ads. So if you need an article, ad copy, website copy, brochure, marketing materials, or anything else dealing with the written word, your copywriter has the expertise to pull it all together. Number 5, formats. You may have different platforms where you engage customers. Every platform has their own nuances and should be tailored to the specific audience and aim of each channel. That means your landing page won't be the same as how you write on Twitter or Facebook. A copywriter tailors each content piece for maximum effect. Number 6, time. When you're running your business, who has time to sit down and write copy? While your intention may be to save money, you'll actually end up wasting money because you're too busy doing a task that should be delegated to a pro. Copywriters have the experience you need to make an impact quickly and efficiently. Copywriters love what they do and it shows. Why waste time doing something you don't really want to do? Number 7, tech and tactics. Writing in a naturally persuasive manner takes skill, and it's usually search engine optimized. That takes practice. Also, what about those email sequences you need to send out based on your sales funnel? Do you know what language to use and where your call to action should be? A copywriter does. When it comes to tactics, copywriters spend time on email subjects and headlines. If you don't know the formula, you won't get the same results. Number 8, fresh ideas. No one knows your business like you do, right? Well, while that may be true, a copywriter adds different ways of looking at things to tap into your customers' wants, needs, and interests. You're basically answering the question, what can this do for me? While you may have certain ideas, a copywriter will be able to effectively convey your ideas and put them into what you need to say. Number 9, proofreading and editing. If you aren't a grammar geek, chances are you won't even think twice about how much of an impact proofreading and editing are. Your customers will notice if your copy is full of grammatical mistakes, and that reflects poorly on your brand. Additionally, you may be a little wordy. A copywriter can actually cut your copy in half or more without blinking an eye. And of course, number 10, effectiveness. By hiring a copywriter, you can be confident the work will get done. Your job will be to tell the copywriter what you need, the platform, and your brand voice. No matter where your copy will land, it will be the right piece at the right time with all the keywords and structure to persuade your audience. With a strong call to action, you will see results. There is a reason why every industry has their share of professionals. Everyone can write to some extent, but a copywriter breathes life into words like most can't. Until next time, check us out at The Right Mix, WRITEMIXX.com.